Good morning and welcome back, dear students. Now, in the previous lectures, we studied the sex-linked genes, both X-linked and Y-linked gene, the inheritance of X-linked gene in Drosophila and human being. We studied in the previous lectures. Similarly, the inheritance of the Y-linked genes that we also studied. Now, in this lecture, we are going to study the sex-influenced genes. Sex-influenced genes are those genes whose dominance is influenced by the sex of the bearer. So, the expression of the sex-influenced genes depends on the sex of the bearer. Thus, male and female individuals may be similar for a particular trait, but give different phenotypic expression of the same trait. So, in spite of the same genotype of male and female individuals, but the phenotypic expression of a particular trait has been seen change in the male and female. So, this is the characteristic of the sex-influenced genes whose expression is influenced by the sex of the bearer. So, if the gene is dominant and if it is present in both male and female individuals, then the expression or the inheritance of a particular trait, it may be different and it depends on the sex of the bearer. So here we take an example of a baldness. In man, the baldness may occur due to disease, radiation or thyroid defects, but in some families baldness is found to be inherited trait. So what is baldness? Baldness आपण मराठीमध्ये याला केस जाणे, केस गळती असं म्हणू शकतो किंवा टक्कल पडणे असं म्हणू शकतो. So this baldness that was very common in man. Generally baldness in human being may occur due to some diseases, radiation or thyroid defects. As you know, the cancer treatment. So in this case, if the radiations has been given to the patient, the baldness may occur in the individual, or it may be due to the thyroid defects. But in some families, baldness is found to be inherited trait. In such inherited baldness, the hairs gradually becomes thin on the head top, leaving ultimately a fringe of hair low on the head and commonly known as a pattern baldness. So this is the phenotype that has been characterized by the fact that the hairs gradually become thin on the head top, leaving ultimately a fringe of hair low on the head. So this pattern, it is referred as baldness. The gene B for baldness is found to be dominant in males and recessive in females. So this gene, dominant gene B gene, is responsible for the baldness in human being, which is dominant in males and recessive in females. In heterozygous condition, it expresses itself only in the presence of male hormones or in male sex. So if the heterozygous condition is found in the male and female, this gene get expressed only in presence of the male hormones, that is in male only. So this is the fact of sex influenced genes whose dominance is influenced by the sex of the bearer. So here, if we take the example of male and female genotype and phenotype, we found that if the genotype is capital B means the gene is dominant, and if it is present in the male is suffered from baldness, but female is also suffered from the baldness because the gene is dominant in both male and female. If the genotype is capital B small b, so this is the heterozygous condition, both the alleles are different, one is dominant, another one is recessive. So in such condition, the male shows the baldness but the female is non-bald. If we consider the law of dominance by the Mendel or Mendelian inheritance, this capital B gene should be expressed in the female that is suffered or that will be suffered from the baldness. But this is not happen in case of female. In heterozygous condition, this capital B gene express itself only in the presence of male hormones. So the male is bald but the female is non-bald. Last genotype is the small b. Small b, here the gene is recessive, so it is not able to express in both male and female. Both male and female are non-bald. So this is about the sex influence genes whose dominance is influenced by the sex of the bearer. And male and female individuals may be similar for a particular trait but give different phenotypic expression of the same trait. Here we take the example of the genotype capital B small b, which is heterozygous. Here in this case, according to the Mendel's law, both male and female should be suffered from the baldness, but here we found the results that the male is bald while the female is non-bald. So this is happened because of in the heterozygous condition it express itself only in the presence of male hormones. So due to this male is bald. Okay, so this is the example of baldness in human being which may occur because of a dominant gene B that was found in the male, but in female it is recessive. So the male are generally suffered from the baldness. Okay, next to this is the sex limited genes. So sex limited genes are autosomal genes whose phenotypic expression is determined by the presence or absence of one of the sex hormones. So these genes are autosomal genes. These genes are present on the autosomes other than sex chromosome, but whose phenotypic expression is determined by the presence or absence of one of the sex hormone. They are related to or they has been limited to the sex of the bearer. These are the autosomal genes and whose phenotypic expression is determined by the presence or absence of one of the sex hormones. Their phenotypic effect is limited to one sex or the other sex. In other words, the penetrance of sex limited gene in one sex remain zero. The sex limited genes are mainly responsible for secondary sex characters in cattle, humans and fowls. So sex limited genes are those genes whose phenotypic expression is determined by the presence or absence of one of the sex hormones. These genes are autosomal genes. Such genes are called as the sex limited genes. So we can understand these sex linked genes with the help of certain examples. Here one example has been given. The bulls have genes for milk production which they transmit to their daughters, but they or their sons are unable to express this trait. So for milk production, the gene has been present in the bull which they transmit to their daughter, but they himself or their son are unable to express this trait. The production of milk is therefore limited to variable expression only in the female sex. Though the gene has been present in both male and female, but the expression of the gene has been limited to the female sex only. So a gene for milk production, though it is present in the bull, whether it has been transferred to their son and daughter, but the production of milk is therefore limited to the female sex only. So this is the example of sex limited genes. Another one example is the beard development in human beings is a sex limited trait, as men normally have beards whereas women normally do not. So what do you mean by beard? Beard माणसामध्ये दाढी असते बघा, पण पुरुषामध्ये असते, स्त्रियांमध्ये नसते. So this beard development in human being is a sex limited trait, as men normally have beards whereas women normally do not. Likewise, the genes for male voice, body hair, physique are autosomal in human being, but they are expressed only in presence of androgens. These are the male sex hormones which are absent in the females. So the genes for beard development, similarly the different voices, body hairs, physique, these are the autosomal genes which are present in both male and female. But the expression of these autosomal genes are depends on the presence of androgens. These are the male sex hormones. So these genes are expressed only in males, not in females, because such type of hormones are absent in the females. So the expression of these sex limited genes are restricted to the particular sex, that is it depends on the particular sex hormones. Here the example of beard development that is found in the human being, which is a sex limited trait, as the men normally have the beards but the woman normally do not. So the gene whose expression is depends on the presence of androgens. So these androgens are found in the male only and which are absent in the female. So beard development occur in male only, not in female. The third example is in chicken, the recessive gene H for cock feathering is a male sex limited. So cock feathering that was found in the male, which is sex limited character. So a recessive gene H is responsible for cock feathering. So here we take an example of different types of phenotypes and genotypes. Suppose the genotype is capital H, capital H. So this is the homozygous dominant condition. So under such condition, the male and female both shows hen feathering, because cock feathering occurs due to the recessive gene H. Now another one genotype capital H, small h, heterozygous dominant condition, where both male and female chicken shows hen feathering. But in the condition of small h, which is homozygous recessive, where male shows cock feathering while female shows hen feathering. So this striking results obtained in this genotype because of the recessive gene H for cock feathering, which is male sex limited. Here in both male and female individuals, the genotype is same, homozygous recessive small h, but the phenotypic expressions are different. In male, cock feathering has been seen, while in female it is hen feathering. So this difference in the phenotypic expression occurs because of the expression of this gene, that is the recessive H gene. It is depends on the presence of male sex hormones. They are expressed in male individuals only, not in female. So due to the lack of presence of sex hormones in the female, this gene is not get expressed in the female. It is restricted to the male only because the expression of the recessive gene H is depends on the presence of androgens and which are absent in the female. So because of which cock feathering has been seen in the male. So this is all about for sex linked inheritance. So in this chapter we studied the concept of autosomes and sex hormones. So autosomes are involved in determining the sex, determining the somatic characters of an individuals, while the sex chromosomes are involved in determining the sex and sex related hormonal traits. So autosomes, these are the non-sex chromosomes which determine the somatic characters of an individuals. They are more in number. So some of the differences we also seen during the study of autosomes and sex chromosomes. They determine somatic traits. Sex chromosome determines the gender. Male and female contain the same copy of the autosomes, but if you see the sex chromosome in male and female, they are different. Female possesses 2 X chromosome while male possesses X and Y chromosome. The autosomes are more in number they has been labeled with a number from 1 to 22 in case of human being, while sex chromosomes are labeled with letter XX, XY. So this is found in the human being. There are 22 pairs of autosomes homologous in the human, while female sex chromosomes 2x are homologous while male are non-homologous. Here we say this is the hemizygous condition if the genes which are present on the X chromosome which is not found on the Y chromosome. So such type of differences are seen in the autosomes and sex chromosome. Next is the X-linked genes and Y-linked genes. So X-linked genes are those genes which are localized in the non-homologous section of X chromosome. Similarly, Y-linked genes, they are present on the non-homologous section of Y chromosome, while XY-linked genes are present in homologous section of X and Y chromosomes. So here, to study the inheritance of X-linked gene for eye color, we take an example of Drosophila, where two types of crosses we seen. Red-eyed female when crossed with a white-eyed male, we get in F2 generation red eye and white-eyed individuals in the ratio of 3:1. And another one example, when a cross has been made between white-eyed female and red-eyed male, then we get the different results. So this we already seen in the previous lectures. Then inheritance of color blindness in human being. So color blindness, which is a dominant X-linked gene. So this gene is required for the formation of color sensitive cells called as the cones in the retina of eye. So those individuals which having a dominant X-linked gene for color blinded can able to distinguish between these colors red, green and violet, while those individuals where the recessive gene for color blindness has been present, unable to distinguish between these two colors. So the frequency of color blindness in man is more than in women, because the man consists of one X chromosome and one Y chromosome. So if the gene is recessive in the man, it get expressed. So this hemizygous condition is responsible for the increasing the frequency of color blindness in man than in women. So here the different marriages we studied for study of inheritance of color blindness in human being. Then the inheritance of Y-linked gene, we take an example of hypertrichosis. So a Y-linked gene or a Hollandric gene which are responsible for this disease, which is resulted into the excessive development of hair on the pinna of ear, are transmitted directly from father to the son. So this phenotype is passed from father to son, and females never carry or express the gene because this gene has been present on the non-homologous section of the Y chromosome, and the Y chromosome is not found in the females. So this gene is expressed, this gene has been found only in the male, and it has been transmitted from male to male, that is from father to the son. Another one example is the Porcupine man. So Porcupine man is an Englishman by the name of Edward Lambert. So the history of this person we studied. So this person had 6 sons, and all of which exhibited the same trait of the Porcupine man, where the hairs on his body were quill-like, the skin was thick like thick bark, and which had to be shed periodically. So some of the characters that we studied here, which is characterized as Porcupine man. So this person had 6 sons, and all of which exhibited the same trait, but none of the daughter ever exhibited this trait. So this trait has been transmitted from father to the son through 4 generations. So this trait is also related to the Y-linked genes. So this is the inheritance pattern of Y-linked gene. By 2 examples we studied, one is the color blindness and another one is the Porcupine man. Then in this lecture we studied the sex influence genes. So the expression of these genes is influenced by the sex of the bearer. Then sex limited genes, these are the autosomal genes and whose phenotypic expression is determined by the presence or absence of one of the 6 hormones. Okay, so these examples we studied here. So this is all about for today. Thank you. Stay home.